Okay. Welcome to the mother set. We call it the mother set for two reasons. One, because we acknowledge our own mothers and our passage through our own mothers in this set. The second, we acknowledge ourselves moving into the passage of motherhood. So, like I said, it can bring some things up. Just be with that. It is helpful to have a blanket or something that you can kneel on at some point if you have something available. Even a very small flat cushion, please just place it nearby and you can just fold it up so that you have a good square to place underneath the knees if you need. And if your sacrum is a little uncomfortable, you can begin by sitting on the blanket. For those of you who have to leave at exactly 10 o'clock or just before, you are welcome to simply drop off when you need to. I know, I think it was Estelle who might need to leave a little bit earlier. That's absolutely fine. You can just drop off when you need to. Lizzie, I hope this isn't too activating, but at the same time, maybe just embrace it if you can with regards to how it moves nausea through the body. Once you're in your comfortable seated position, elongate the spine, feel through the crown, and close your eyes. Bring your awareness into your breath as always. And we begin this set with an acknowledgement to our own mothers. So gently draw your thoughts towards the memory of your mother or the felt sense of where you are with your mother at the moment. For some of us, if mother has passed on, just bringing up the memory of mother and holding it in the heart for some moments. Just exploring the feelings that you hold towards her, whether they be warm, painful, mixture of both, ambivalent, whatever arises, just acknowledging and staying with the emotions. Our relationships with our mother or our mother figures are dense and can sometimes be a web of very strong karmic ties and can be extremely complex. But understand that this complexity is a part of ourselves too. And we tend to store so much emotion, ancestral as well, within the hips. The pelvis can represent relationship to mother, our ability to mother, be mothered, and everything else. And I have noticed in 3 of the women that I have worked with who had very, very, very challenging and broken relationships with their mother, they also had fractures within the pelvis. So just bear in mind how much we hold in this womb area and the pelvic area. And to give birth, we need to be able to open. We have to release. And sometimes our inability to release is related to what we may be holding with unfinished business with our own mothers. So today, give thanks to your mother for giving you life. However, know that if there are patterns that need to be changed for you to mother from your own place and heart, use the set to recognize, transmute, and remove what no longer serves you. But at the same time, acknowledging your mother's greatness in any way that you wish, and continuing any traditions that you feel will be beneficial for your own mothering. placing a hand to your heart and a hand to wound space, to your baby. And pausing a moment, if you feel great warmth and gratitude towards your mother, dedicate your practice today to her. If you feel ambivalence, dedicate your practice today to her. If you feel pain, dedicate your practice today to your mother. Deep breathing, a powerful tool available to you at all times. Taking in breath deeper. Today, we drop into the limbic brain and out of the frontal cortex, the thinking brain. When we birth from the limbic, we birth with ease, grace, and rhythm. Gently place your hands on your knees, lean forward, and then begin to move your body around in big circles. Finding a rhythm to your own breath today. A lot of the practice can be done with your eyes closed. And through movement, accessing your sensual self. Gently changing direction and going the other way. The idea today is to get lost in the flow of movement, just as you wish to reflect in your labor. That if you find your rhythm in labor, it makes it so much easier to birth. Beautiful. Gently come to center, take a pause into the breath for a moment. Extend your left leg out. Softly drape your body forward over your left leg and relax your head. Allow yourself to let go. We're not trying to find stretches today. We're finding rhythm and experience. So no need to flex your foot and tighten your leg. Relax over a relaxed leg. Take a deep breath into the full circumference of the ribs. And on your exhale, sweep your right arm out and away. Inhale, place your palms either side of your left leg and softly fold forward. On your exhale, find a new pathway for your right arm, lower or higher, and take it out once again. Inhale as you fold. Exhale, a new pathway for the right arm, up and back. Each time, finding a new space and place and space for your right arm to sweep through. This helping us to move away from linear thinking and being. Take your proprioceptive vision and sweep it into all the spaces around the room so that you're not stuck in your linear pathways, which are being grooved very effectively through constant interaction with technology. And we're moving out of linear and into a flow of new experience. So find new places to reach into and breathe into as you continue to move through the rhythm of your breath. On your next inhale breath, gently drape your body forward over the left leg once again and relax. Take a full inhale breath. Place your right palm to the ground behind you and sweep your left arm up and over. Inhale, drape your body over your left leg. Exhale, place your right palm in a different place on the floor and reach up and over. Again, finding new pathways, new spaces to feel into as you place your palm in a slightly different place each time. Feel the stretch opening up the side body Each time a little bit different, sometimes palm behind you, sometimes to the side. Maybe you sweep low and reach. All of these movements, lymphatic. The lymph is so important in pregnancy as it takes proteins to the bloodstream and toxins away from the blood. You're in your rhythm, your flow, your breath. Maybe eyes open, maybe eyes closed. And gently flow into your forward fold. Pause for a breath or two. Relax your shoulders, your neck. Soften everything. In the spaces between surges in labor, those gaps are precious. If you mind the gaps and use them effectively, labor is a joy. If you use the spaces to create tension in your mind and your body, labor is unpleasant. You have the option of continuing just as you were or find elevation. Inhale deeply. Exhale, place your right palm to the ground and lift your baby to the heavens. Move slowly, move gently, move carefully. On your inhale breath, gently come on down and fold. Find a new place to place your right palm, rise and up. Move with awareness, find full expression, or if you wish, keep your seat down, take one lift up, then down, find your own way. If it is not comfortable for you to find full hip lifts, then keep your buttocks to earth. We have a plethora of lymph nodes beneath the armpits, either side of the diodes, and down the stomach, and into the inner groin. With these movements, we are creating flow. And finally, we're going to take it up into a lift and hold for 3 breaths, or keep seat to ground, your choice. Find the openness of the heart, fullest expression, a strong right arm. Gently soften down. On your inhale, fold and take 3 breaths. Relaxed spine, relaxed body, deep breath. Walking your palms back. Open your right leg. Legs are wide. Interlace your hands. Inhale, reach your arms high. Going to any side. Exhale, deepen. Maybe touch the toes, maybe not. Your choice. Inhale through center. Exhale over to the other side. In waves, side to side, your own timing. You might choose to close your eyes or keep them open. Each time, a little bit more weight borne into one seat bone and then the other. Stomach meridians move through the ischial tuberosities. So every time you put pressure into the seat bones, we are also engaging with the meridians for the stomach. Always staying in your flow, in your rhythm. And finally, take it over to any side that you arrive. Hold there, stretch it over, 3 deep breaths. Inhalation, arise. And over to the other side, 3 deep breaths. Please understand, Emily, that this can bring out some nausea. See if you can just be with it. It's a practice that you're having to do on a daily basis, being with that feeling of feeling uncomfortable. Nausea is not fun. Inhale, gently rise. Interlace your palms, chin down, reach up. Exhale, place your fingertips on the ground in front of you. Inhale, pull into the fingertips, magnetize, lift your heart and gaze. Exhale, push into the finger pads, round the spine, drop the chin. Do this a few times, flexing and extending through the spine. Really enjoying the fullness of the breath with each of these movements. And then gently walk your palms forward. You can brace the palms to the earth or come onto the forearms. Relax your head. 3 breaths, broad, wide, and full. Walking your palms back. Elevate the spine, unlock the left knee, press the fingers underneath, and bring that left foot into the inner right thigh. Rhythmic movement, softly fold and drape over your right leg. Take a pause. Deep breath in. Exhale, sweep your left arm up and away. Inhale as you fold. Exhale, sweep and take it around and through each time, finding a new pathway, a new space, through space for that arm to travel. Without activation, maybe allowing any thoughts of your own mother, the mothering that you received, to move through your body without being stuck, either with gratitude or an acknowledgement of some of the things that weren't easy, and just being with it, allowing your body to feel it without getting stuck, inviting things that feel hard and challenging to move through your body once you have felt them fully. This is a powerful practice of embodiment. And of course, we eventually reach that place, will be the deep joy through our mothering, the way we were mothered, or forgiveness for some of the things that our own mother was carrying, the pain of generations past. And we're clearing, we have the opportunity to clear for the generations past through awareness, through movement, through breath, through doing things differently, and gently come into that forward fold, soften. The left shoulder might be feeling something, let it go. Left side is the feminine side. The deeper mother side. The right, if it felt easier, is the father side. If it felt more difficult, acknowledge that too. Deep breath in. Exhale, left palm to the ground, right arm reaches up and over. Again, you'll find your depths. Inhale, new place to place your left palm up and over. Rhythm of your breath, rhythm of the body. This flow you can take into your labor, flowing with your surgeons. In early labor, if you find your rhythm, it's easier to keep it in active labor. No need to fight. No need to resist. Glide and flow. Notice if you tend to follow the same pathways once again habitually without even realizing that you're doing it, whether it's thought pathways, whether it's placing your hand in the same place, whether it's not allowing yourself to take in the full peripheral vision. And finally, let's take it back into the forward fold, into the pause. It's a softening of the whole body. No tension, no resistance, the spaces between the surges. You're allowing your body to relax, your mind to let go of the last powerful sensation that moves through your body. And in this complete, beautiful space, the next surge will rise and move through you. Deep breath in. Left palm to the ground, continue as you were, or lift your baby to the heavens. Be mindful, go slow, take your time, feel your way in and through. The breath holds the power of the rhythm, the body follows. And the next time that you lift or not, raise your gaze and hold for 3 breaths, whether your seat is down or elevated. Gently bringing it down. Softly fold into the pause. Lifting the gaze, bring the soles of the feet together. For those of you on the groups, you know how useful this is for stimulating the digestion and helping with heartburn. Soles of the feet together. Interlace your hands around the feet and just begin to rock side to side. Taken with warm water, a drop of lemon oil or lemon juice of half a lemon, tip of a teaspoon of chia seeds. Let it soak for a little, down a lot before you've had anything else in the morning. And then do this on the empty stomach with that in your belly. And you'll find that heartburn becomes tolerable. The oils from the chia seeds, as well as the seeds themselves, the roughage, helps with elimination and keeping the bowels regular. And you're also helping with the pH in the body and allowing the small intestine to clear easily. Release stomach heat if there is an excess of it. Beautiful. Softly come to center. Slide your heels away. Gently drape your body forward. Spine rounds evenly. Palms face up. Head relaxes. Several breaths into the pause. Walk your palms up, your shins to the thighs. Lift the gaze. Relax your shoulders. Bring your knees together with the help of your palms. Swing both knees to one side and come onto all fours. Again, get lost in the movement as we go through cat and cow. You might choose to rock. You might choose to roll the hips out. Whatever you do, release any stuckness in the body, any areas that feel frigid or tight. Just let them go. Move into a flow that feels sensuous and good and free without inhibition. On hands and knees in early labor, it'll feel good. The rocking movements will feel good, helping baby to go deeper into the pelvis. By active labor, might not feel as good. Ooh. Feeling some nausea, I'm noticing. Sorry. Beautiful. And gently open the knees, bring your hips back, baby between your thighs, and let go in child's pose. If you are taking the early labor flow, in labor, this pose helps to stretch the lower back, releases tension in the lower back, and also allows you to turn inwards, bringing in awareness of the labor coming. That your baby will be in your arms so soon. Connecting deeply with your baby, acknowledging and affirming that you are going on a journey together, and you're not going to check out at any time and let baby do this on their own. You're going to be present to baby's whole process, taking yourself out of I and me and into we. It's not, this is happening to me, it's so intense. Hey baby, we've got this. We're moving through this together. I'm helping you to maneuver your way down because I am moving with you. Coming back onto all fours. Tuck your toes under and spin your fingers so that your fingers face your knees. And then from here, lift the gaze, press back towards the tucked toes with the reverse wrists, inhaling and exhaling round and press back, and just rocking on the palms like this a few times. We're working into every joint of the body as well. The joints can sometimes be areas of stagnation within our bodies, and we want to work through all areas that could be holding. Beautiful. Bring your knees closer together. Keep the toes tucked under. Press the hips back and just let the wrists stretch for a moment. We're also going to work the arches of the feet, which for some tend to collapse, and then gently peel off the palms, interlace your hands, squeeze the base of the fingers, and begin to roll the wrists out. You're now sitting on your heels, which will also create an activation through the arch of the foot. That's okay. It may be uncomfortable, bear with me. Flip your interlace up to the sky, grow tall. Exhale, draw the arms back, squeeze between the shoulders, bring it down. Inhale, flip the interlace forward, round slightly, bring the arms up. Exhale, spread the fingers, draw down, squeeze between the shoulder blades. 2 more times. Finding flexion in the spine, extension through the spine, and working into the shoulders. I know it can become agonizing on the feet. Bear with me for another moment. Placing your hands on your thighs when you've completed. 3 deep breaths into the pause. Toes stay tucked under if possible. Thousands of nerve endings in the feet are working into the whole body space. Coming back onto all fours. Hallelujah, release the feet. And cat and cow for several breaths once again. If you ever lose your flow or rhythm, find the breath, find your rhythm, come back in. Distractions in labor can cause a loss of rhythm, so you want your partners, your birth helpers, to make sure that they keep your environment safe, not too bright, not too noisy. They create a safe nest for you to labor unhindered. Beautiful. Please bring your knees together and sit down on your heels. Interlace your palms. Inhale, sweep the interlace up, keep your chin down. Exhale, side bend to one side, palm comes to the ground, reach over. Inhale, interlace, extend. Exhale, over to the other side. And continue a couple more times, inhaling. Exhaling into the side bend. Whichever side you move to, stay, pause, and roll out your wrists. Really getting the blood flow there now. You might hear your creaks and pops. Carbon dioxide moving through the synovial fluid. Changing the direction of the roll of the wrist anytime, working all the way. Come through center, interlace, gaze stays down. And exhale over to the other side, roll out your wrists to the other side. Have you ever wondered why some of the older generation tend to close up their joints, calcification in the joints, arthritis in the joints? We hold our trauma in the joints. Let it go. Inhale, extend the arms up. And exhale, gently bring the fingertips to touch the earth. Close your eyes. Feel the earth beneath you, the heavens above you. Know that any time in labor, you can call on the power of our earth just by dropping your awareness deep into the earth, connecting with the earth star, the center of our planet, and pulling up the power of that light energy from our earth star and through and into our own bodies. Call on the support. And then as you bring your awareness up and through the crown, you're calling on the support from deep space, stars all around us. We are connected to all of it. There is power around us all the time. We can call on it. Placing your hands over your heart, taking 3 more breaths. Feel your strength, feel your connection. Know that you are not alone in doing this. In moving through motherhood, labor, birth, beyond. If you need something underneath your knees, please take a blanket and slide it under the knees. You might need it, you might not. Not too much under the knees, just a little bit if you need it. That's if you've got a thin yoga mat on. It's quite thick, so I'm comfortable without, but you might not be. Bringing your fingers into the inner hips. This takes a little bit of endurance. If you're dizzy or not feeling good, just come to sit in meditation. Inhale deeply here. Exhale, lift your hips, press them forward. Lymphatic flow moving through the torso. Inhale down, exhale, lift, and press shoulders back. And continue in your own rhythm. We're going to add on in a moment to increase the lymphatic flow, but for the moment, we're really finding expression, moving any stagnation through the hips, exploring as much flow into the pelvis and the uterus as possible. Exhale as you lift, the inhales are down. And for all the generations that we have been disempowered through birth process, birth taken away from us, we're recalling that power back. We're rewriting the story of our own birth, if there was trauma involved in our own births. And we're bringing in a new energy into the birth rooms. We are creating goddess births, births that are powerful, done in your way, with your decision making clear, your partner's able to communicate the decisions that you need to your helpers, whether they be medical practitioners or midwives. Adding on, inhale down, exhale, sweep one arm, reach and take it back. Inhale down, exhale, both arms. Inhale, exhale, opposite arm. Inhale, exhale both, and continue in that pattern. Your rhythm, deep breaths. Focuses inwards, clearing that lymphatic, energetically clearing your own biosphere, which is that energetic energy around your own body. It belongs to you. It is part of your body. Even though we can't see it, we can feel it. And it is measurable by science. Our own energetic field, it's a magnetic field, and in pregnancy it grows. It protects. If you need a break, take the break. Otherwise, building that endurance. And I know that this really might bring up nausea for some. Let it move through you. It's there anyway. Work with it. Shift anything that needs to be shifted. Complex feelings about the pregnancy, shift it. Accept all of it. The feelings, the newness, how your body is completely taken over by the pregnancy. For some, an enjoyable process, for others, not so much. And finally, take both arms up. Time to sit. Close your eyes and feel your biosphere. Feel around you. As you close your eyes, you might notice shifting sensations, light, color. Remember, you have a whole other biosphere in your belly, your baby's field, encased in your own, but it's still an individual in themselves. Gently bringing palms down to the ground now. Stepping your left foot forward. If you have pubic symphysis pain, you'll take very little rocking movements so that there is no extension or pain. If you're feeling good, deepen the rocking movements, find your rhythm. Beautiful. These movements are vital for helping baby find a good position for birth. Straighten that left leg, pump the lymphatics through the bottom of the leg. Inhale as you flex, exhale as you point and bow. And I know that for some of us who either had an induced labor first time around or a posterior labor, that was that labor and birth. This labor and birth will be this labor and birth. It's a different story. You are rewriting your story. Flex that foot, deepen for 3 breaths into the forward fold. And the incredible thing about redoing experiences is that we can recreate. Our past teaches us, but it doesn't mean that it has to be the same again. Heel toe your left foot off to the side and stir the pot. Stirring the pot is a little easier on the body for pubic symphysis pain, but again, don't go too deep. You can change direction whenever you wish, rock it out, get deep into the hips, listen to your ancestral story. If you know your grandmother's story, track it. If you know your mother's, track it. Even 2 generations ago, many of our grandmothers were born at home, and we're now in a highly medicalized system, and our mothers were probably within that system, and we and our own births were surely within a system. How does that affect us? How does it affect our choices? Beautiful. Heel toe that left foot out to the side even more so that it's now opposite the right knee. Rise. Left forearm to the thigh. If you don't know your birth story, ask your mother. Deepen down on the inhale. Exhaling fully as you sweep your right arm around in big circles. Often we don't really reflect on how our birth story, the foundation of our life, has affected us. And it's a huge journey to go on. I was a pethidine baby, born to a mother who was completely knocked out and unconscious. How did that affect me? Straight away, I was put into a nursery. I had no colostrum. I went straight to the bottle. How did that affect me? Deepen down and pause. Are there patterns of addiction set up? Are there patterns of lack set up from the birth experience? How do we move through them and transform them so that we can move deeper into our power, so that we can experience different types of birth with our own children? Gently shift your weight over, swing your right foot down, extend your left leg out. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, side bend. Keep in the flow of rhythm, even as we allow our consciousness to touch on some difficult sensations and feelings. We can feel them, but still be open and free, exploring joy around the difficulties. Softly deepen into that side bend. And now from here, reach your right arm back, drop it behind your spine. And lull your head over your left shoulder. Breathe into the right neckline. Begin to visualize and imagine the gentle birth we can facilitate for our own children. The gentle transition into this world in a quiet space with the closeness of skin on skin, the smell of mother before a stranger. Gently come on up. Flip your left foot next to your right. Flip your left foot next to your left hip. Left palm on the right knee. Mukunda tilts. Inhale, curl around your baby and dip your chin. Exhale, twist, lifting your left glute as you look over your right shoulder. Again, your rhythm. Sacroiliac joints enjoy range of motion. However, for some that have had a very long movement practice throughout their lives, sometimes there can be instability in the sacroiliac joints. Although these joints are supported by more ligaments than any other joint in the body, a plethora of ligaments around the sacroiliac joint, they are not stabilized enormously through their joint connections to other bones. Finally, take it into the twist and hold. And this is both a good thing and sometimes a not so good thing to have that movement in the sacrum. Gently release. We need the movement for birth. We need the space created through the pelvis, but it can sometimes be something that we have to become aware of. Coming onto all fours again, because the area can become inflamed and unstable. Rolling cat and cat. Deep, full, sensuous movement following your breath. Changing direction whenever it feels good. If changing direction doesn't feel good, it means you're getting close to birth and baby is nicely engaged and wants to stay in one position, isn't interested in you taking the pelvis through the different or alternate rotations. Baby will only be comfortable with one way of circling. Follow your baby's sense. Stepping your right foot forward, let's take the rocking movement through the right side. Again, soft or deep, you choose. Working with the masculine side, now the right side, straightening that right leg, flex the foot, inhaling as you flex, exhale, point and bow. Just helping to clear the lymphatics through the bottom leg. Beautiful. Keep the flex, 3 breaths into the forward fold. Gently sliding that right foot off to the right side and stir the pot. Swing low, swing high, rock and move. Close your eyes and drop deep into the head. What's the story? Do we hold deep-seated fears about our abilities? Can we? How? Is it possible? We know it is, but sometimes we have to clear the way. You'll toe that right foot back so that it is level with your left knee, turning toes outwards, right forearm to the right thigh. Swing low, not too low with pubic symphysis pain. Take it easy. But for those of you that are preparing for the birth, just move in a way that feels good. Preparing the way, opening the way. Continuing to hold in your mind the birth that you know you can have. Deepen down to that right side. Just take a moment in the side lunge. Softly swing the left heel inwards. Extend your right leg. Several sweeps to the right side, opening the left side body. Moving through the limb. Deep breaths. And then taking it into the side bend, immediately release the left arm behind you and drape your head over your right shoulder. And soften. Let the neck stretch. This class is called an activation. It could be an activation to open the portal for birth. It could be activation to open the conversations with your mother. It could be an activation to open the conversations with self. Areas that you may not have been wanting to examine can now open for examination. In this way, we prepare. Gently arise. Softly swing that right heel next to your hip, right palm on the left knee, mukunda toes. As you curl, tailbone rocks under, and as you twist, right hip lifts and rotates. Find the rotation, hold for a moment into the twist, please. And gently release. Bring both knees together, come onto all fours, spread your fingers. Taking oxygen to the baby now, tucking your toes under, round the spine, pick your knees up, downward facing dog. We're going to go a couple of minutes over and past 10 o'clock. Please understand that you are welcome to take your Shavasana after your downward facing dog. For those of you who want to move through the power set, please stay with me for the next couple of shakes and then Shavasana. Look up. Decide which side of the mat you're going to face, the long edge. Step 1 foot forward and rotate. Turn your toes out and come into wide goddess. We will use Kali's breath. It's like a breath of fire. It can take you through your transition. When you need to find your power and dig deep, we call on strength. Interlace your palms. Inhale, reach the interlace up to the sky. Exhale, release the palms. Breathe out of the mouth, tongue out, Kali's breath. Inhale, rise. She is the burger and the destroyer. Who we think we are has to be released to make way for this baby. And there's a point in labor where we think we can't do it. Our body knows it can, but often we think we can't because we are holding on to the old, our old self. We can't take that old self with us. She's let go. She disappears. We are made anew when we birth, completely anew. And breathe that fire out. We are strong, we are powerful. Final time. Place your hands above your knees. Hold the stance for just a little longer. If you feel the tremble, let the tremble happen. We are power, we are strength. We are able to access this strength whilst at the same time moving into deep recesses of softness, release, fullness. Straighten your legs. Reach your arms to the heavens. Take 3 breaths and star. Gaze down, chin slightly down. Reach the palms to the ground. You can turn the feet in slightly so that there's only a very small external rotation if you wish. Walk your palms forward and deepen into your forward fold. This pose is amazing for labor. You'll lean over a piece of furniture, legs wide, legs strong, pelvis open. Slight forward fold releases the pressure in the round ligaments and gives space to baby for maneuvering. You can use thigh rolls here. You can use sacral squeezes. This shape feels amazing in active labor. Walk your palms back, heel toe your feet a little closer together. Skip the squat or only take it halfway with the knees, elbows above the knees. If you are feeling that there's too much fullness or instability in the pelvis, for the rest of us, deepen into that squat and take 5 breaths here. Here we are broadening the top of the pelvis, allowing baby to go deeper. Early labor, very useful. In active labor, useful only if we need to drop baby deeper. And then in transition and towards birth, we need to get baby through the birth canal. Bringing hands to the ground, lift the hips, come onto your hands and knees. And this is when we'll bring the knees together, spin the feet out, rock a little backwards and forwards, and notice how the hip bones are turning outward now, creating space. Please tuck your toes under, feet spinning outward, walk your hands back, clutch the heels, straighten the arms, pull up through the spine, but allow the hips to drop slightly between the heels. This is a very good shape for now broadening the pelvic outlet. Dropping baby deep into the cervix. You can do this in a birth pool, you can do this on a hospital bed, anywhere at all. A mother who is deeply connected to her instincts will naturally do this. Hands to the ground in front of you. Softly bring the feet together, open the knees. Child's pose, relax and let go. And you walk your palms back and come to sitting on your heels. Closing your eyes, hand to heart, hand to baby. Allow light to flow all around womb space, filling the uterus with light, surrounding baby with light. Feel the warmth underneath the palm over baby. Breathe in and down to womb space. Feel that palm become warm. As you exhale, bring the breath up and feel the palm over your heart become warm. Your inhale breath, draw the breath down. Move your heart energy into the palm over womb space and feel that palm become warm. On your exhale, Palm over your heart, warm. Continue to breathe in this way, opening yourself to heart and womb coherence. The harmony of the spheres, mind in coherence with the heart, heart in coherence with the womb. This is a powerful place to be. There is no